This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. We're certainly thrilled that you put us on your list of things to do, and I think you will be as well. We're pressing ahead into the holiday season, getting a little chippy, a little cool weather down here, but we can't complain when you look at what's happening up north. We have a fabulous show for you today. Speaking of the holiday season, we'll get a chance to talk to Naderah Salim. She's the CEO and president of the Children's Network of Southwest Florida. And Justine Brown, the general manager of XL Supplies. We'll find out how they are partnering to make children's holiday season all the best. We'll also get a chance to talk to Joe Bonaro, the managing partner for Catalyst Management, also dealing with some development on the River District here in Fort Myers, the City Walk concept. We'll find out all about that from Joe. And Ken Barnes, the principal of this fabulous school. You see this auditorium back here? Historic Dunbar Community School that are hosting us here. They're doing a great job in getting people onto their GEDs and English as a second language. We'll find out how you can further your education by coming here to this school. All that's happening on Lee Pitts Live. We'll be right back. In Southwest Florida, you're looking live at the Dunbar Community School. We're so thrilled to be here for the next 4 weeks. Got some outstanding guests here, speaking of the holiday season. Chance to talk to Naderah and Justine. Welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
Thank you.
All right, it's good to get both of you here. Justine, you're the general manager of XL Supplies. What is XL Supplies?
We supply all the cleaning and restoration professionals here in Lee County and actually across the state of Florida. Professional fire, water, mold damage contractors, and professional carpet tile cleaners as well. They buy all their equipment, chemicals, accessories, things like that from us.
Okay, so if somebody listening to this right now and they're in that business, they can holler at you, can they?
Sure, absolutely.
You don't want any more customers.
Oh, always ready for more customers.
All right. And Naderah, what is the Children's Network of Southwest Florida?
We're a local not-for-profit child welfare agency, and our responsibility is taking care of children that have experienced abuse and neglect. And we serve about 3,000 kids in our 5 counties and have had the privilege of doing this since 2003.
You guys are the most important, you heard me say this before, I'm not just blowing smoke. This is you're the most important organization in all of Southwest Florida because you take care of the children. And so I want to commend you on that. And also I want to let people know that every time you're on our show, we get our highest ratings.
Oh, thank you, Lee.
Now, people may be looking at you and saying, well, how does all that tie together? It ties away in a magnificent way because you guys are involved in a program called Restoring Christmas, directly impacting the children. Going over here with you, Justine, where did the idea come from and what is Restoring Christmas?
Yeah, so it's not a big sob story or anything that exciting, but rather 4 years ago I have a daughter, and at Christmas time I realized how many gifts she was actually getting, and it was over the top. And I, at that point, said, you know, and I know there's a lot of other people out there that have spoiled children. And I said, you know, moving forward next year, grandma, grandpa, aunts, and uncles, I want them just to purchase one gift for her, and let's find an organization to spend that additional money and gifts to kids who could really use it and maybe brighten up their Christmases. Oh,
man, that's outstanding. Then you happen to have the beard going along with the whole Santa Claus theme. That works out just fine, right?
Yeah, soon enough, it'll probably be white. Yeah.
Man, that's a magnificent story. And then tell us about, Naderah, how you guys came to be partnering.
So Justine approached us and said, is there a way that we can help? We're part of this community, and we know that you're a community-based agency that helps children. And of course, immediately we got together and started brainstorming on how we can reach as many kids as possible and make their Christmas bright. And that's how the partnership started, and it's been fantastic.
Let's talk. I didn't get you told how it got started, but that word Restoring Christmas, those 2 words, speak to that.
So Restoring Christmas, that came about because a big part of our business is restoration companies. As I said, people that would come out if if a hurricane comes through, or even if a pipe breaks and your house floods, these guys are coming out there and they're going to get your house back up to where it needed to be. They're restoring your house. And because they're a big part of our business, they are who I went after first to be a part of restoring Christmas. So it's really trying to bring attention to these guys' business and what they do and how they restore people's lives. A lot of people don't give them credit for what they do. This was a way that they could help restore children's lives, at least their Christmas. So that's where that came from.
That's wonderful. Naderah, how directly, tell us some ways that this program directly impacts the children that you're servicing.
Oh, wow. Well, Christmas time is one of those times when the kids that are not with their biological parents feel the strain of being away, where most kids are celebrating Christmas with their families. And the way that Justin and his partners brighten that time period for our kids is just bring some normalcy. What we do is we provide a wish list to Justin and his partners, and what they do is they fulfill the kids' wishes. They wrap them up, and then there's like a big delivery, and the end result is the kids that would have otherwise not had a Christmas now have a Christmas complete with gifts and generosity from our community partners.
And what is the reaction to the children when they get these gifts? And along that way, the fact that you're actually going with a wish list, not just random gifts, I just think that's really beautiful as well. What is the reaction from the children?
Oh my God. I mean, cry, run around, laugh, hugs, kisses. Absolutely, these kids have, missed a lot and lost a lot in their lives. To see that somebody actually fulfills their wishes is just amazing. And Justin and his partners actually get to deliver some of those gifts for us. And there's not a dry eye in that room.
That's what I was going to ask. You actually get to experience that, you and some of your partners?
It's actually, we've never had somebody participate that didn't participate the next year. And a lot of that's because of that moment when we get to see these kids open up the gifts. You see a lot of grown men crying, that's for sure. And it's almost selfish for us, because I think we get just as much joy out of it as the kids do.
What do you think makes your toy drive different from other toy drives?
I tell you, the biggest thing is that we are going off of a wish list. That's absolutely the biggest difference, is that it's very personalized. Whatever money that we take in for donations is used strictly to shop for those kids off of those lists. So even though these kids would appreciate any toys or gifts that they get, I think adding the extra touch of when they ask for a certain doll and they get that doll for Christmas is really the big difference. So.
Excellent. I think just listening to it, it seems like the process is simplified by working through Excel, and then he springs out like an octopus to all of his partners, and then it simplifies the process, though.
Oh, absolutely, because Justin has a network of supporters. So instead of our agency Children's Network having to go and solicit individual gifts from individual donors in the community, we have partnerships that can reach many groups of like-minded and like-hearted individuals, and it just makes our job so much easier. And I think this is sort of like the principle and the fabric of community-based care, is to really engage the community and have them help us.
As much as I think I know about the Children's Network of Southwest Florida, I'm constantly being surprised and fascinated at how you guys take that holistic approach and the work that you do and the partnership that you build. And I get to see it firsthand. It's certainly like with a partnership like this. How many children have received gifts in the past, and what's your goal for this coming year?
So when we started the first year, we had approximately 250. The next year was 350, and then last year was close to 550. This year, my goal is to try to hit 750 kids.
Amazing.
And I think we're going to be able to do that. And as far as the system goes, they really help us by giving us a nice list. It's easy, but there's a big team behind myself and at our office that we call them all the elves.
Let's give them some publicity. Who are some of the partners, and how can the community continue to help you grow in what you're doing with restoring Christmas?
Sure. So I can't name them all, obviously.
Get to about four of them in.
Okay. So FP Property Restoration, Emergency Mold Services is one. Spalding's Flood Zone is one. And one that's actually outside of our industry is Gulfstream Pool Care. That's a personal friend of mine that he heard about it and he wanted in, and they've been a huge help.
But I think, Naderah, that comes from this too, is we find that there are people out there who want to help, but they just need to know how to help. And if they can tap into what's already in place, they can continue to, they're listening to us on television, radio right now. They can just get in touch with the Children's Network and you can tie them in. Give that number, how they can contact you.
So they can reach us at 855-933-KIDS, or they can go on our website, childnetswfl.org. And we have actually put up the launch of our Operation Santa, Restoring Christmas being a big component of that. And we've already started collecting wish lists, and we've already had donors from the community saying, you know, we want to be in, and, you know, we want to touch some lives at this very special time of the year.
And here in November, it's not too early to start making that phone call. People are seeing your website on the screen. They're also seeing photos of some of the, from the beautiful smiles from kids and things that have been happening in the past and people working. So this is outstanding. What would you like to say to Excel and all of their partners who've been so supportive?
Well, I want to tell Justin and his partners that they've been a blessing to us, absolute blessing, and they've done something that we wouldn't be able to do without their help. And the ultimate end result is that kids feel like they are wanted, they are loved, and unconditional giving from the community. And, you know, honestly, our agency is a community-based agency, and this is the community. And I love what Justin has done for us, and I want to thank Justin and all his partners, and I hope that we grow because the needs are growing.
Right, sounds like it's growing tremendously now. Justin, your thoughts about your partnership with the Children's Network of Southwest Florida?
You know, you asked about what made our toy drive different. The other one is that this is all local. And that's important to me, is just as it is with everyone else. And so knowing the Children's Network is Southwest Florida, which is our home base, you know, and all of our customers' main area as well, means a lot that we know that we're helping kids that we come across every day.
Is there a greater need even more now this year than has it been in the past?
Unfortunately, yes. You know, our numbers are growing because, you know, our community is struggling with some you know, addiction, substance abuse, and mental health and domestic violence issues. So more and more kids are coming to us for help, and you know, thank God that Justin and his crew are going to grow their support because it's definitely needed.
Well, we encourage everybody who's seeing the website, heard the phone number on the screen, get in touch, get involved. We got a system in place, I got a wish list in place, and before we go, Justin, once you come out of the 1 year, you start planning for the next year immediately? Or is it like by 4 months out?
Yeah, you know, we don't always start as early as we'd like to. I like to think this year we got a jump start, but we actually have some of our partners and clients that started calling us 3 months ago asking, hey, when are the lists coming? You know, they're excited about it.
You get the list, you get a printout, and then you get it to them and they start being Santa.
Yeah, we collect the wishes from the kids and their caregivers, and we give them to Justin, and they fulfill the wishes, bring them back all wrapped beautifully, as you can see by some of the photos. And then we invite some of the families to come and actually exchange the gift with the donor and the child, and really put a face and a, you know, emotional touch connection there. And the rest of them we deliver, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to see.
Yeah, well, we're so lucky to have this type of structure here in our community. Glad that you emphasize that it's local. Let me bump both of you out. This is what partnership is all about in the holiday season. For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Naderah and Justine and all the fine people who are associated with Restoring Christmas who are doing it. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, and I want you to continue to watch Lee Pitts Live on television, on YouTube, and of course, listen to us on radio. But to get all of your shows to come right to you, just click on that subscribe button right there, and Lee Pitts Live will come right to you, your time, your way. That's Lee Pitts Live.